It's day 5 of Start Here, Start Now with Wild Grace Wellness. And today's class is all about hips and hamstrings, not only flexibility, mobility, but also strength. A lot of tension that starts in the hips and hamstrings can lead to pain and problems in other parts of the body, especially the lower back. So know that you're doing yourself a lot of good with this one. And we'll start in a seated position. So come on down to your mat in just a seated butterfly. So if you're able, bring the soles of your feet together and butterfly, your knees open. It might be more comfortable to lean back a little bit. So you can just place your hands behind you, and that might allow your hips to open up a little more. And I want these classes to be as accessible as possible. So I haven't talked about yoga props, but there are these yoga blocks that you can get. And this would be a great pose if you have some yoga blocks to like place them outside of your thighs, but leaning back might do the trick as well. So just want to open up your hips here, or if you're able to sit up, you can grab onto your feet. And maybe used to do this like as a kid in PE, but it still works today. Just get a little flutter going, or maybe round forward. And if you haven't sat in this shape in a while, you can play with like your feet being further away from you or closer to you, grabbing your ankles, grabbing your feet, again, folding down. This feels so good in my lower back. We're just getting started, so no need to overdo or force anything. Just be with it. Keep just your left leg bent and extend your right leg out at an angle. So now it's in a half butterfly. Root your hips into the ground, rotate your chest over toward your right foot, and then start to fold over that right leg. Your chest might get like totally flat on the leg, or you might stay lifted, but prioritize length in your spine, and you want to relax this left hip down. So as you fold over with tightness, your left hip might want to come up. Try to ground the left hip down as you fold over your right leg. And always deep breaths to help you make space in your body, calm the mind, helps you stay calm in your body and your nervous system. So just deep breaths and slowly rise and switch sides. Bend your right knee, extend your left leg out, rotate your chest over to your left foot and fold down. You'll feel this in your hamstrings and in your right, like the back of your right hip. And again, it's early in your practice, so don't force anything. Stretching when your body is cold, maybe not cold in temperature, but like when you haven't done a lot of movement, actually has some benefit if you don't force it. Just kind of let your body be where it is. Deep breaths. I know that stretching sensation can be a little bit overwhelming or even a little bit scary. So find your edge, but not the point of pain. Just, again, be where your body is and take a couple deep breaths. Slowly lift yourself back up and plant your hands behind you, your feet out in front of you, about as wide as your hips or a little bit more. And just turn your knees to the right and the left. Take several rounds like this. Take your time. Side to side, and maybe that those first couple ones were really intense, didn't feel so good, but notice how it loosens up after a few rounds. Knees to the right and knees to the left. All right, one more. Take your time. Really press your knees to the side and the other. Awesome. Okay, make your way to tabletop. So on your hands and knees, lengthen your spine, fan your fingertips out wide to strengthen your hands and your wrists. Reach the crown of your head forward and your tailbone back. Inhale, cow pose. Dip your belly button, lift your chest. Exhale, cat pose, round your back, tuck your chin, lengthen your tailbone down. Inhale, cow pose. Bend your elbows a little bit. Broaden your chest forward, arch your spine. Exhale, round your spine. So good to warm up your back like this. Breathe with it. Inhale to cow pose. Exhale to cat pose. Press into your palms, shoulders right over wrists. Engage your core and gaze toward the top line of your mat so your neck stays long. Kick your right leg behind you and hold it. Flex your toes down. Squeeze on your right glutes to float your leg up. Feel the strength in your glutes and hamstrings. Breathe in. Exhale, step your right foot out to your right side. So your foot is straight out to the side of your body. And just by stepping out to the side, you might feel a nice stretch in your hips, your inner thighs. You might rotate your right toes up toward the sky and then back forward, up into the front. Or maybe sit your hips back to deepen the stretch in your right hip and your inner thighs. Just reach forward, sit back. Or again, your hips can totally stay lifted and just hold here. Maybe take a round of cow and cat with the leg extended. Some of these poses, and when you're just starting out, it's hard to know, if a teacher says like, just explore some movement here, like, well, what does that mean? And what it means is feel it out, let it be creative, like notice a little bit of movement and see how it feels. And then you're like, oh, that feels great. And do more of that. Or that doesn't feel so great. I'm not going to do that. So it literally just means like move your body a little bit. Notice where you can make some space. Okay, kick your right leg straight back and bend your knee, and we'll take a few active hip circles. Take your knee out to the side. Try to use your core, squeeze your knee in towards your right tricep, and then down. Lift up to the side, in, and down. So active hip circles means you're using your glutes and your core to control this big circular motion of your hip. Squeeze up, out to the side, in, and down. Inhale, kick straight back again. Exhale, lizard lunge. Step your right foot outside of your right hand. Sink your hips forward and down. Lift your chest. Connect to your breath. Notice what you feel the most in your body. Nice stretch for the front of your left hip, your hip flexor, and the inside of your right hip. And again, explore this in your body. So subtle, like sway side to side, or maybe shift back and forward a little bit. Maybe plant your right hand on your right thigh and add a twist. We'll take an active twist together. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee off the floor, and lift your right arm high. So your upper body rotates to the side. Keep your hips stable. Peel your right shoulder open, and maybe take your gaze up towards your top hand. Nice long spine. Breathe in. Breathe out, release. Hands down, back knee down, and into tabletop. So step your right leg back again, and we'll do that all on the left. Kick your left leg straight back, flex your toes down. Straighten your leg as much as you can, and then lift it higher to engage your hamstrings and your glutes. Take a breath in. Exhale, step your left foot straight out to your left side. So your left leg is straight, right out to the side. Feel that opening in your left hip. Maybe sway forward and back, or lift your left toes up and down, like pivoting on your heel to point your toes up, and then forward, up, and forward. Or maybe sit your hips back towards your right heel, fold forward and stretch your arms overhead. Rise back up if you took that variation. Pick up your left foot, swing your leg back, hold it, bend your knee for those active hip circles on the left. So open your hip, move your knee to the side of your body, try to squeeze your knee towards your left arm, and then down. That's one round. So lift back to the side, in and down, back, side. Use your core, in and down. Push through your palms to stabilize your shoulders. One more round. Use your glutes and core. And then inhale, kick straight back. Exhale, lizard lunge. Step your left foot outside of your left hand. Sink your hips forward. Lift your chest. Anytime something's uncomfortable on the yoga mat, I always think like what I'm practicing here totally supports and shows up off of the mat as well. So important to get curious first in that discomfort before just trying to change it by reacting too quickly. So feel your body. Notice what shows up, and then respond from that place of awareness. You can always scoot your front foot back and lift your hips a little bit more if the stretch is too intense, or sink your hips down for a deeper stretch. Make sure your front knee doesn't poke too far forward. You want your knee to be stacked over your foot. And then we'll take that twist, lift your back knee, push into your right palm, lift your left arm high. So upper body rotates, but try not to move your hips. Square your hips down, lift your chest to the side, reach your left arm high. Breathe in. Exhale, back to tabletop. Plant your hands and your knees. Tuck your toes. Breathe in. Exhale, down dog. Lift your hips. Press your heels down toward the floor. Lift your hips up toward the sky. Grip into your hands. Press your chest back. Then maybe sway side to side, or bend one knee then the other. I completely realize the discomfort that downward facing dog might bring, and really just takes time. So you can always stay in tabletop or hold it as much as you can and then release. And from here, gaze forward, walk forward, forward fold. Bring your feet as close to your hands as you can. Stance is about as wide as your hips. Place as much of a bend in your knees as you need to support your hamstrings. And let your upper body melt over your legs. Gaze back, like between your legs, to lengthen the back of your neck. Maybe nod your head yes or no. Hamstring flexibility is directly related to tension in the lower back. So use the bend in your knees. You're still getting a great hamstring stretch, but also prioritize making length, making space in the lower back. Okay, widen your stance. Take your feet, turn your toes out, heels in. Bend your knees. Keep your hands on the ground. So you're in this like frog squat. And then lift your hips back up and down. Doesn't have to be a super deep squat. Just kind of warming up your hips and your knees here. Hip lifts up and down. Back to your squat. And up. Squat. And fold. So good. Turn your toes forward. Tuck your chin. Inhale, roll up to stand. Exhale, roll your shoulders down your back. Inhale, stretch your arms overhead. Exhale, lower your hands behind you to the tops of your hips. Squeeze your elbows in, lift your heart, back bend. Strengthen your glutes, push your hips forward, open your heart, and lean back. Roll up, reach up, and fold down. Again, bend your knees as much as you need. Lengthen your spine. Inhale, halfway lift. Slight bend in your knees. Come up halfway with a flat back. Push your hands into your shins or your thighs. Strengthen your upper back to lengthen your spine and pull your chest forward. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose, stand up, reach up. Exhale, back bend, hands to hips. Squeeze your elbows behind you, lean back. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, down dog. Plant your hands and step to the back of your mat. Okay, this is a common transition in yoga, going from down dog to a lunge by kicking your leg up behind you and stepping it through. However, that is a super challenging transition. So you can also come from tabletop and assist your foot through. All right, but we're going to land in this lunge. So left knee is on the ground, right foot forward, knee over ankle. And then lift your chest. You can push onto your right thigh or lift your arms overhead. Ground down into your front heel. So you're kind of pushing into the mat so you don't like sink into it. It's this combination of strength and mobility. Push into your front foot. Feel the stretch in your left hip flexor and into your quads. Take a breath in. Reach up. Try to feel this lift up and away from your hips. Exhale, half splits. Hands to the mat or fingertips or to your blocks. Shift your hips back. Work towards straightening your right leg as much as you can in this hamstring stretch. Try to keep your hips lifted over your back knee like mine are instead of sitting into it, right? Keep your hips lifted, and that's going to help you lengthen your spine more. So you want to take any rounding out of the back as much as possible. Broaden your chest forward. Feel your hips energetically press back. And again, you might have a bend in your knee. It is totally, totally fine. Lengthen your spine over time, working to straighten that front leg. And then lunge forward, come to an active lunge, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. And we're going to stand all the way up so you can shorten your stance if that gives you a little bit more balance. Inhale, crescent lunge. So high lunge, lift your arms, lift your chest. Stack your front knee over your front ankle. Extend your back leg. Face your both feet forward, both hips forward. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Spin open to the side. Tee out your arms. Front knee, front toes, face straight forward. Back foot is like parallel to the short edge of your mat. Arms out to a T. Inhale, star pose. Straighten your front leg, reach your arms up. Exhale, back to warrior two. We'll sink in and out of this lunge a little bit. Reach up, straighten your front leg, lunge down, tee out your arms. Reach up. When you lunge down, make sure you're not reaching forward. Keep your shoulders stacked over your hips. Reaching up and down. Inhale, star pose, hold. Angle both toes out, heels in. Exhale, horse pose. Wide squat. Bend your knees, lengthen your spine, push into your heels. So again, strength and flexibility at the same time. Dig down into your heels to engage your glutes and open up your inner thighs. Inhale, star pose, straighten your arms, straighten your legs. Exhale, wide leg forward fold. Adjust your feet first, so turn them a little bit inward, and then just fold your upper body down. Lift your hips high. Feel the deep stretch in your hamstrings. Walk your hands towards your right foot. Pivot your feet forward so you're back in a lunge. Lower your back knee down. We're going to open into a modified side plank. So step your right foot back, reach your right arm up. Left knee is on the floor. Modified side plank. Good. Stretch your right arm overhead. Feel the deep stretch in your right side body. And then maybe lift your leg up and down. Couple leg lifts to strengthen those outer glutes. Glute med. Flex your toes straight in front of you. So you're lifting from the pinky toe edge of your foot. Lift and lower. For 4, 3, 2, one more. Lift. Good. Just plant your hands, knees down, tuck your toes, down dog, or you can stay in tabletop. And we'll start in a lunge on the left side. Lift your left leg high. Step your left foot through. Back knee down to the mat. Or you're getting to this lunge from tabletop. Lift your chest. Push your hands onto your thigh or reach your arms overhead. Ground into your front foot. So if you were to push hard, it would like push you back. We don't want to do that, but you want to feel this like isometric press into the front foot and the stretch in your right hip. Hug your rib cage in to engage your core. Soften your shoulders down your back. Reach up, breathe in. Exhale, half splits. Fingertips to the mat. Shift your hips back. Straighten your left leg as much as you can. You can slide your foot more forward if needed, or keep your knee bent if needed. Prioritize a flat back here. Reach your chest forward and your hips behind you. Deep breaths. Keep it calm and relaxed. Encourage your body to loosen up, to make space. Lunge forward. Tuck your back toes. Lift your back knee. Active lunge. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Lift your arms overhead. Squeeze your inner thighs like you're dragging your feet towards each other. That's going to help with your balance. Engage your glutes. Hug your belly button towards your spine. Reach up, breathe in. Exhale, warrior two. Tee out your arms. Open to the side. Good. So your front hip is open, external rotation, and your back hip is closed because that back foot turns in a little bit. Stretch out of your hands to engage your arms. Inhale, straighten your front leg, lift your arms up. Exhale, lunge back into your warrior two. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lunge. Keep your shoulders stacked over your hips. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, star pose. Straight arms, straight legs, heels in. Toes out, exhale, horse pose. Open into your wide squat. Good. Try not to lean forward too much. Keep your chest lifted. Press your knees behind you. Open up your hips and fire up your glutes to hold that opening in your hips. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, wide leg forward fold. Adjust your feet inward first. Fold down. And this time, press into your hands, lift your chest up halfway, turn your toes out, and we'll take some alternating lunges side to side. So you want your stance to be really, really wide, toes out, lunge to the side, and center, to the side, and center. My hips are making all kinds of noises. If yours are too, that's okay. It means we're loosening it up. Lunge to the side. So check in, make sure your knee and your toes are pointing in the same general direction. So you wouldn't want your toes to face out and your knee to go forward. Keep your joints aligned. Push into your heels. Use your strong glutes, forward and back. So good. Okay, crawl to the front foot, face your feet forward. You're back in this lunge. Lower your back knee down, right palm to the mat, modified side plank. Step your left foot back, turn your right shin to the side, lift your left arm high. And then you can hold or start to lift and lower that back leg. Let's pause for a stretch first. Stretch your left arm overhead and reach up. Now lift and lower your back leg. Flex your ankle. Lift up through the pinky toe edge of your foot. Ground into your right palm to avoid sinking into your right shoulder. 2 more, lift and lower. 1 more, lift and lower. Good. Just plant your hands, tabletop. Breathe in. Exhale, child's pose. Walk your knees out, bring your big toes to touch, sit your hips down, stretch your arms forward. Melt your chest open toward the floor and relax your forehead down. Inhale, tabletop. Rise up, plant your hands, tuck your toes. Exhale, forward fold. Lift your hips, walk your feet forward. And we are going to practice a frog squat, aka yogi squat, aka malasana. So turn your toes out, feet are about as wide as your mat. And we did these hip lifts earlier, but this time we're going to take it a little lower and try to bring your hands to heart center. If you learn one thing about yoga or one pose that is a takeaway, I think this should be it. So good. Open up your hips, your lower back. Think about sitting and the compression that puts on your lower back. This is one of the few moments where your lower back is just like rested and suspended in space. So press your elbows into your legs. Try to open up your hips. Lift your heart up. Reach through the crown of your head. Heels are on the floor. And just something to work up to if you're not quite there yet. Deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands. Lift your hips. Hold down. Step your right foot forward and your left foot back. Plant your left foot flat on the mat at an angle. So back foot is about 45 degrees, right foot faces straight forward. This is pyramid pose. So you're going to stay folded like this. Straighten out your front leg as much as you can. Lengthen your spine, reach your chest towards your toes, and then deepen the fold. Bend into your front knee, step forward, inhale, halfway lift, exhale, forward fold. Pyramid pose, other side. Step your right foot back, land your right foot flat on the mat at an angle. Straighten your front leg as much as you can. Press your hips up, your chest down toward the floor, and then fold. Deep, calm breaths. Bend into your front knee, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. So good, y'all. Okay, drop down to your mat. Lay on your back. Plant your feet hips width distance. Walk your heels in towards your body so your knees stack over your ankles. Arms flat by your sides. Bridge pose. Push your feet down, lift your hips up. So creating a back bend, strong glutes. Press your hips up. Feel the opening in the front of your hips. Walk your shoulder blades down your back to take some tension out of your neck and the tops of your shoulders. Press evenly into both feet. Lift up, inhale. Exhale, reclined butterfly. So we did this seated earlier. Bring the soles of your feet together and butterfly, your knees open. Try to rest here and let gravity help you out to open up your hips. Bring your knees back up. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Figure four. So make a figure four shape with your right leg. You can sort of press into your right thigh to keep that hip open. Always love a little sway side to side to help you feel some different sensations in your hip stretch. Or maybe thread your hands behind your left thigh. Be careful if you do this not to like round your back. So lift your left thigh, lift your left knee, only if you can keep your spine flat on the mat. From the back of your neck down to your tailbone, keep that space because that's going to help you stretch your hips better. Switch sides, just a gentle release and switch. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Make that figure four shape on the left leg. You can press your knee open a little bit, little nudge for support, little sway side to side if that feels good. Or maybe thread your hands behind your right thigh. Pull your right knee a little closer to you. Keep your spine flat on the mat. Try not to curl up. And release. Hug your knees into your chest. Let your arms fall wide by your sides. Take a breath in. Exhale, easy twist. Drop your knees to the left. Rest your right shoulder down. Bring your knees back up through center. And over to the right. Easy twist. Melt your left shoulder down. So you want to try to keep your heart aimed up toward the sky while your knees rotate to the side. Bring your knees back through center. Grab behind your knees and peel your hips open. Little sway side to side, massage for your lower back. Knees together. And relax. Lengthen your arms, lengthen your legs. Melt into the mat. Close your eyes. Take a moment for yourself. Notice any shift in your energy, your heart, your mind. The impact of moving your body in this way really changes the course of your day. When you feel better in your body, you look better, have more energy, more clarity. It's all connected. And I feel like when stuff is like stuck in the body, especially the hips and hamstrings, it can relate to feeling stuck in your mind and in your life. So start simple, just keep moving, keep showing up. You can lay here as long as you want, as long as you have. Thank you so much for your time. It is always such an honor to guide, practice, and to get moving with you. My name is Grace. I bow to you in gratitude. Thank you for showing up. This was day 5 of Start Here, Start Now, giving you a place to just show up and start somewhere, moving your body inspired by, with this practice inspired by yoga. And there are 10 sessions in this course. So keep coming back. Thank you.